What if the quietest person in the room is the one who understands everything you don't see? In a world that rewards noise, selfies, performances, and digital applause, what if the real strength belongs to the ones who refuse to participate? What if the people you think are shy, distant, or invisible are the ones who see the truth more clearly than anyone else? Before continuing, please note that this is a video without much animation to avoid distracting you. So put on your headphones, clear your mind, and focus on the journey we are about to take together. Silence is a strange thing. Most people run from it. Most people try to fill every second with distraction, noise, attention, entertainment. But there are a few individuals, rare and often misunderstood, who move through life differently. They don't crave the spotlight. They don't beg for attention. They don't chase validation like oxygen. They sit back, they observe, they study, and they understand. This is a video about those people, the ones who never post their photos, the ones who rarely speak unless their words have weight, the ones who stay calm in storms, still in chaos, and grounded in a world that never stops screaming for attention. And once you understand the psychology behind them, you'll see them differently. You might even realize you're one of them. Let's begin with the most powerful truth. People who don't post their photos are not hiding. They are choosing. They are refusing the performance that everyone else has accepted as normal. And that alone sets them apart. Because today, posting yourself isn't just a habit. It's a currency. It's how many people measure their value. Their worth becomes a reflection of likes, comments, and reactions from strangers they'll never meet. A digital scoreboard that decides who deserves attention and who gets ignored. Most people play that game automatically, without ever questioning it. But some people do question it. Some people feel uncomfortable with that dependence. Some people ask themselves why they should turn their identity into entertainment for the world. And those people simply step back, not because they're insecure, but because they're aware. Because they understand that constant exposure comes with a cost. Every picture invites judgment. Every post opens a door for criticism. Every selfie becomes another moment where the world has permission to evaluate you like a product on a shelf. And they don't want their soul to live on that shelf. But there's more. You see, when someone doesn't post their photo, most people assume it's insecurity or shyness. They assume it's fear. But many times, it's the opposite. It's self-control. It's discipline. It's power. It's knowing that your value doesn't depend on being seen. Because here's the truth most people never understand. Being visible isn't the same as being valuable. And being loud isn't the same as being strong. The world may reward noise, but life rewards awareness. And quiet people, especially the ones who don't broadcast themselves, often have more awareness than anyone else. Think about what it means to be quiet in a loud world. It means your mind is trained to listen, to notice details others miss, to see patterns before they appear. It means you don't waste your energy performing. You invest it in understanding. Quiet people think before they speak, observe before they act, and understand before they respond. And that makes them dangerous in the best way. Because knowledge is power, but awareness is a weapon. Now imagine a silent person online. They scroll, they observe, they learn the social behavior of millions, without ever offering their own identity as fuel for the algorithm. They are not trapped in the cycle of posting, deleting, comparing, refreshing. They are not addicted to the highs and lows of digital validation. Their mind belongs to them, not to the internet. That level of freedom is extremely rare and extremely intimidating. But there's another layer to this that goes even deeper. Some people don't post because they learned early in life that exposure comes with risk. Maybe they were judged harshly by the people they trusted. Maybe they were criticized when they opened up. Maybe they lived in environments where vulnerability was punished instead of embraced. So they adapted. They learned to protect themselves. They learned to keep their identity private. Not because they're scared, but because they're wise. The world teaches people to build walls long before it teaches them to build confidence. Some people internalize those lessons. They learn that silence is safer than explanation. They learn that privacy is safer than attention. They learn that you don't owe the world access to your life, your face, your emotions, or your story. And yet, despite everything they've gone through, these people develop a kind of emotional wisdom others never reach. Because spending time alone shapes you. Deep reflection shapes you. Solitude strengthens parts of you that noise destroys. When you're alone, you hear your own thoughts clearly. You understand your emotional reactions. You learn what truly brings you peace instead of pretending to enjoy what everyone else does. This is why so many artists, thinkers, engineers, writers, and creators throughout history spent long periods in solitude. Silence sharpens the mind. Stillness deepens the soul. Reflection expands the inner world. But most people today fear these things. They drown themselves in distraction because the silence shows them the truth, and many people are not ready to face themselves. But the quiet ones, they face themselves every day, and they evolve every day. Now let's talk about something powerful: psychological independence. Most people depend on external validation to feel good. They need approval. They need applause. They need confirmation that they matter. Without it, they feel invisible, irrelevant, unimportant. But the ones who stay silent, the ones who don't post their photos, have a completely different kind of strength. Their validation comes from within. Their self-worth is not a public vote. Their identity is not a performance. Their emotions are not controlled by an algorithm. This is what psychologists call intrinsic self-worth, the rare ability to value yourself privately without needing external confirmation. And today, it's almost extinct. But the ones who still have it, the silent ones, they are anomalies in a world built on digital noise. Let's go deeper. There is also something extremely strategic about people who stay quiet. When you reveal less, people assume more. When you show less, people imagine more. Silence creates mystery, and mystery creates power. This is why the Most I